Tournament again. We had a really weird 3 days, didn't we, in the middle? Now here's the drop. Well, these are sixes, sorry. We're going to look at the drop in a moment. 6-4-4, the little salvo from Bapara. Count him up, chalk him up, do whatever you want. 150's up, and Mala's going to make them pay for that drop catch.
Scene is coming in for a pasting here. Kishore has gone for 33 already, and he's being given a third over, which is surprising considering the amount of options that they have, the Bolts.
I just wondered, would maybe the mystery spin of Shermala have been the option? They seem to refuse to bowl left arm spin to Kushal Malla. Rajbanchi's been the bowler of the tournament possibly. He's got 1 for 5 off 3 overs. Everyone else, well, is disappearing into the distance, into smithereens. Like a plume of smoke in the background. Just want to show you this drop once more, HD. The reason why we've seen too many drop catches, I agree with you. The vast majority on that side of the ground with the sun coming down. That's not Mala's go-to shot. He was on 53, looking up towards the Chobar Hills into the sun. Plenty of fielders that misjudged it.
Now, I just think he gets his hands a little bit too low. You want to try and get your hands up. Then you take the ball into your hands and then you pull it down into your chest. His hands were below chest height.
Just over the head. The extra cover fielder's right on the edge. It'll be 4 more. X-Factor Mala going into Glenn Maxwell mode here. The 100 partnerships come up. It's changed the game. It may well be changing the season for more than a couple of teams.
We might see a Dane Patterson moment on social media. For those of you who doubt me, watch this.
I could assure you, Kushal is not that type. He's more likely to say, oh, I didn't play very well. I thought I should have got more runs, I'm sorry. Very humble. Very cool. I do not understand it. Maybe I'm old school, H. Why do you try and scoop a ramp when you have the power that this man has?
Well, there's always a couple of things that I would look at. Now, I know that there's a lot of players who play this shot very well and it can be effective. But if I was a coach, and I'm only joking here, by the way, I would say if you weigh over a certain number, or if you're taller than a certain height, or you bench press more than a certain weight, you are not allowed to play that shot.
You can only go downtown. And I can promise you something. I've seen Kushal in the gym. It's him and Karen Casey. Of any of the senior Nepal players, they bench the most by a distance. As strong as an ox. Good Yorker. Under pressure, Mahato. 2 to go. Surely Rajbanchi has to bowl his 4th and final, even if it's the 19th.
1 for 5 and 3, and you don't get another bowl. There would be some questions asked, surely. Captains are reluctant to bowl it so late on in the innings.
Maybe the most impressive thing of the entire assault or blitzkrieg here from the Rhinos, nobody in the tournament has got after Mohamed Mohsin. Kushal Malla changed that.
He has the advantage. I know Mohsin bowls a lovely wrong one, but he has the advantage of, if he does bowl the traditional leg spinner, that it does suit the left-hander. We've seen some captains be brave. We saw Harsh Thacker bowl the final over in an innings and be successful.
An over toss is not a bad ball, and now you're not going to believe this. It's Jimmy Neesham with the misfield. Rajbanchi helps out his overseas player. It's 13 from the 18th, 1-6-1 for 3. brings the future of ability to today's discerning sports motorcycling enthusiast. It looks like a motorcycle, but feels like a jet. When Manali told me she only goes in cars, I end up on the back of those all the time.
And on the top of your read, it says scooter.
Well, that's not a scooter.
Oh, no, that's not a scooter.
Maybe a juter. Is it? With all of that jet power. Love it. Here we go, Nisham to Bapara. He's had a really good tournament, hasn't he, Ravi Bapara? Some may say, oh, he's in the autumn, maybe the winter of his career, but just has an ability to do it in all sorts of conditions, doesn't he?
I do think if anyone's going to put pressure on Road Pedal's incredible tournament with the bat, I think it's, in my opinion, it's going to be Ravi Bapara. I still think he's very organised. I think he knows exactly what he's doing in T20 cricket. He's played over 400 games in T20 cricket. He reads the situations so well. It's not all crash, boom, bang. That's brilliantly bowled.
Does a lot of it in a kind of a rather understated way, despite his elegance, despite his timing. Has a lovely ability to. He's striking at 133 here. Hasn't played too many shots in anger. Good Yorker from Nisham. Need to find a way here, the Bolts, to take some momentum in. To do that, you need a good last 10 deliveries. Keep them under 180. Keep that chase at about 9 and over. It is a good batting surface. You just never know then. Monstrous, 6 more, put down in the crowd, I believe. They say that pace is Mala's Achilles heel. He says, I'll still smash it out of the ground.
And that's a hard cutter into the surface. But Nisham doesn't get the response from the pitch that he was hoping for. Mala just stands and helps himself. Such a strong man.
Full toss. Oh, just watch it sail towards one and taken. Mala doesn't want to go just yet. But he'll have to walk off. No real celebration from Jimmy Nisham. It's Daniel San who this time holds the catch. It's a big one.
Pace taken off. Full toss. Mala will be disappointed that he didn't get the result from the previous delivery instead. I'm going to say a redemption, but not really, because the amount of runs that were given away after the drop catch has been immense. A lovely innings, a return to form, we all hope, for Kushal Mala. 72 from 41 deliveries, that's some innings.
Basil Mead to the crease will get a single. 2 right-handers in now. Is Lalit Rajbanshi maybe the best spin bowler in the tournament? Is he going to bowl the 20th now?
You've got to be reluctant to throw the ball to Kishore Mahota because he's gone for 40 and 3. I would go that way, and I would say, have you got a delivery to get Bapara off strike? Because Bapara is a good player of spin. But my best bowler needs to bowl that last over, and Rajbanshi surely is that man.
Another full toss, Bapara's not going to miss out on that. Just sat there to be hit. He moves to 44. The Rhinos go past 170. It's 173 for 4. Didn't we before yesterday? 100 played 80 and 120 played 50, and it didn't quite have the same joy or the same love. There was some very close getting through the super over in the midst of that. But fans want to see runs, they want to see big hits, they want to see X Factor, they want to see Kushal Mala et al. Shining. And that's what we're getting here on the most perfect day for cricket, as it will be Lalit Rajbanshi to bowl the 20th. Basil Hamid is on strike. Rhinos already have their highest total of this NPL. Inside edge, critically Bapara gets on strike. That's not a bad result for the Rhinos. This is a dismissal of Kushal Mala. Not the greatest delivery, but good enough to get him to hold out to long on. Well held, Daniel Saab. Five deliveries left. Here we go. Bapara goes downtown, long off there. It's Lalat Radvanchi again. Where has he been? And why is it waited till this long for him to come back into the attack? He strikes.
I can answer that for you. Matchups. It's like the Rubik's Cube and the yo-yo. It's the new fad. Matchups. But it doesn't necessarily work all the time. They'll point to the fact now that he's got right-handers out. And it's a big one, maybe Bapara, a good player of spin. But Radvanchi has the better of him in this final over. Goes for 44. 174 for 5.
Sohail Tanvir to the crease. As Lalat Radvanchi, the tournament's leading wicket taker, is at it again. He's got 2 for 5 amidst the carnage. 4 deliveries left in the innings. Hit towards the leg side, splits the gap perfectly. Surely mid-wicket has to be straighter there.
I'm going to ask you a controversial question here. So if Carlos Brathwaite can retire himself out as a batter because the situation might not suit him, could Radvanchi say, well, I can't finish this over, my hamstring's tight, and you bring on a right-hander?
I'm afraid not, Hilton, because that's against the spirit of cricket, the preamble to the laws of the game. He can retire out as a batter. It is a bit controversial. This will just be a single, you'd imagine. Basil Hamid will be happy to have a go at the last 2. They might have to have a look at that return out, joking aside, as the game goes forward. Because you could make an argument that that's kind of against the spirit of the game, against the way the game is meant to be played. There'll be those who will say, but hold on, it's in the laws, we're entitled to do it. Tactically, if someone's struggling. Happened to young Workin Tucker, the Irish wicketkeeper batter playing for the Trinbago in the CPL. He was 25 off 25, he got yanked and went Carlin Pollard, whoever, and smashed it everywhere. Funny old game, the modern one. 2 deliveries left. Well bowled. Single. Can the Bolts chase this down? Do they have a real chance, given the quality of that Rhinos bowling attack?
They do. Malanta's played well at the top of the order. You know, we've seen hints of what Jimmy Neesham is capable of doing. Anil Sar and Asif Sheikh at the top of the order. They've had the one good partnership between the 2 of them to sort of give them steady starts, but both more than capable. It's a big chase, this, but it's a good wicket.
Yeah, Asif Sheikh needs runs, doesn't he? Anil Sar has shown why he's had the most unforgettable year personally. But 9 and over, at least that now, might even be a fraction more depending upon where this last ball goes, will be a tall task. Well bowled. What a spell. We'll talk about the batting in a moment, but for once let's talk about the bowling today, because
81. That was against the Rhinos. Today it's the Rhinos that have put on a big one of 180.
Driven handsomely. And they'll race away for a 4 as well. What a way to get off the mark. First runs on the board for the Janakpurbolts, and they are in hot pursuit of 181.
It's got the crowd up on their feet, and why not? It's a good way to start for the Janakpurbolts. There's confidence in the shot. A bit too full, and width on offer as well, and this was driven beautifully. Raced away to the boundary. Another super four powered by Ansel.
Yeah, and you can see the wicketkeeper as well now standing up. Just ensuring the batter does not give the charge. Anil Kumar Shah has been in form in this tournament. Yeah, back of the length. That's an important feature of any bowler, how you come back after being hit for a four very early in your over.
Vision Decol is known to get some early movement as well. Swings it in nicely into the right-hander. In fact, picked up a second wicket yesterday with an absolute gem.
Yeah, seeing a lot of movement in the field as well, a lot of changes. Really understandable. You want to ensure that you bowl to your field. Look at that, 11 wickets for him. 3 for 10 against the Avengers, 2 for 33 against the Royals, 3 for 29 against the Lions. His economy also has been good, which has been a highlight and hallmark of a good bowler. Oh, very lucky there, the bowler, I reckon.
This was quite wide. Well past the blue line.
I'll tell you what happens, Manali, sometimes when the keeper is standing up. Just makes it all the more difficult for the umpire as well to ascertain how far it's gone. But over here, I want to believe it was way outside that wide line as well. But good keeping too, great glove work. Beautiful. That's Anil Kumar Shah. Just leant into it. Fuller presenting the full face of the bat. He's absolute class in the middle when in full flow.
This is driven exceptionally well. Stopping that, it was dead straight. It was always going to run across the ground.
Raising a big score. Fuller in the air. And that
Chip this one straight to the hands of Soil Tanvir at mid-wicket. It was a bubble. It was a bubble, but this time he holds on. Celebration for Vision Decol. He has been a wicket taker. And despite the 2 boundaries, he strikes back with a wicket of the skipper. Shah gone for 8 off 6. It's 8 for 1.
confidence, a best of 75 unbeaten, a 30 and a 50 to his credit. And it's going to be Soil Tanvir now from the Combox end, who'll bowl over number 2.
It's all happening. Started with 2 boundaries, and then Vision Decol had different plans. Picked up the dangerous batter, Soil Tanvir, who's been exceptional, best of 5 for 21. He started the tournament in some fantastic form. Used to be the leading wicket taker as well, great economy as well. And then he's just sort of passed on the baton to Vision Decol, or I should say Vision Decol's taken it.
This field. They'll get a single, they'll bring Malanta on strike. Yeah, I'd want to believe Decol brought up a change of pace in the delivery to induce a wicket. Smart bowling.
Just went a bit straighter than he would have liked. Wanted to get past that fielder, Soil Tanvir. Just feel like Rhinos, it might just be their day, because even Soil Tanvir's picked up a catch now. He's dropped 2 in 2 games. In fact, it's cost him the game both times.
Yeah, but he's taken one very early today.
Do you think that's the best place to have him in the field?
Yeah, Malanta will get a strike. Well, he's taken a catch at mid-wicket. Yeah, he's got at the right place for sure. As long as you take your catches. Usually you see pacers that fine leg, long off, rather third. In the outfield, very rarely do you see tall, lanky pacers. Jimmy Anderson, for that matter, used to stand in the slips. Monali, and there's the man, Dakal. Wow, what a performer he's been. He's caught everyone's attention. He can be the MVP as well. Stood out with bowlers like Kishore Mahato, Nandan Yadav. Great signs for Nepal cricket. We did see Rashid Khan as well do well earlier in the day with the ball. So there's a lot of pacers coming out of Nepal cricket, particularly from the NPL.
There's been a lot of talent overall that's come out of this Nepal Premier League. We're talking about bowlers, the spinners, the pacers, the batters as well. I think Nepal's got a lot of good things going for them. It also might make a bit of a problem up at the top as they try and select their squad of 15. A good problem to have when you've got a lot of depth. I actually know that girl. She works for the ICC. We work together.
Monali, you know everybody. And Monali knows everyone in Nepal, and everybody in Nepal now knows Monali as well.
That is very inaccurate, Mikhail, but I definitely know her. Sarah Bagg. She actually works for the ICC. She's one of the master educators. And she does a lot of development work, coaches a lot of kids, tries to bring equity in sport, and that's what she's here for in Nepal, actually. She's working on bringing equity into cricket here in Nepal, try and get some more girls into the action. She's a phenomenal person.
Big shout out to Sarah and her team as well for the good work they're doing in associate cricket and women's cricket. So nice to see her sitting there and enjoying a very fine game of cricket unfolding here at the TU Stadium.
After a few fireworks in the first over, it's just slowed down a little bit. Thanks to Soil Tanvir, who's, despite the wide, has started to bowl some really good deliveries. The dot balls, they're adding on. When you're chasing and you need almost 10 runs and over, these are gold.
Wrapped on the pads, caught on the crease, Soil Tanvir strikes, 2 down on the bowls, chasing 180, and the Rhinos are rising high in this contest.
This is a big wicket. They really needed Milantha today, and the Bulls are now going to lose him early. Soil Tanvir, this is coming sharply, and you'd assume it's going to go on to hit the stumps. The finger goes up. Milantha just maybe trying to show to the umpire that the angle may be taking it away, but it's not going to work. He's gone for 1 off 4. It's 12 for 2.
And both the left-arm pacers for the Rhinos are spewing venom at the moment. And for the balls to make a chase out of this man has to strike form. Asif Sheikh.
This one's coming sharply. Despite all the efforts by Milantha, just trying to show maybe it's missing. The umpire doesn't think so. The finger goes up. Soil Tanvir strikes. Both opening bowlers have now picked up a wicket. The Bulls are in trouble. Tucker 25 off 25 in the last game. He did well to anchor the innings, but today it's going to take more than just anchoring. Today he's going to have to swing the bat.
Bipin Rawal standing up to the pacer once again. And nicely fielded off his own bowling. And the pressure is mounting. And with the keeper standing up, he's negating the charge from the batter as well. But what I really liked about Dakal is that he's thrived alongside Soil Tanvir and grown as a bowler as this tournament has progressed.
When you'd assume that that's the right thing to do, you want to use the mentors that you have around you. It accelerates your learning, it accelerates your growth, and he's done that really well, Dakal.
Yeah, lovely delivery. He's mixing it up well. He's getting the back of the lane delivery. He's getting the one that comes in. And this one was right underneath the bat. When you bowl in the width of the stumps, you force the batter to play a false shot.
This was nearly chopped on. It was very full. Trying to squeeze it into the offside. Asif Sheikh. Feeling a bit of pressure, isn't he? 1 off 5. He's lost 2 batters at the other end already.
Time since the last boundary, 10 deliveries. Nicely played. It was in the air, but it's in the gap as well. That'll be a 4. First one for Asif. And the third for the Bulls.
There's just nothing more pleasing to the eyes than a good-looking cover drive. And he gets a hold of this one. Rijan Dakal, really good, but just in the slot to be driven away this time. Gets a good stride into it as well. And Asif Sheikh helps himself to 4 runs, much-needed runs. They finally pick up a boundary.
Yeah, they'll have to keep the scoreboard ticking. There's no other option here. Beautiful. It's a very elegant batter, Asif Sheikh.
This was a much better length from Rijan Dakal. Just pulling the length back ever so slightly. Have to reach as a batter, not quite in the driving slot that you need.
And just drawing the batter forward, but watch out for Dakal's deceptive change-up. It's very hard to pick from his hands, and that's how Anil Saha has well departed. He just leaves that delivery. Wow! That's a massive hit. Stand and deliver across the line, and that's plundered into the cushions. 4 to end the over, 8 coming off it. It's 20 for 2.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app.
Amongst wickets as well. The Bulls have enjoyed chasing in the past. They started off the campaign winning 3 matches on the trot chasing targets.
The Bulls fans in their blue and pink. And the Rhinos fans, they're all out here today. They've been thoroughly entertained. Plenty of action in that first innings. It should be a fairly entertaining innings in the second as well. The Bulls are 21 for 2 at this stage. The Rhinos are 26 for 1. That 1 wicket can make a big difference, especially in a chase. In a chase where you need plenty of runs.
Oh yeah, and 2 of the form batters who've been amongst runs, the leading run getters for the Bulls are back in the dugout. That's the concern here for Pubudu Dasanaike and his boys. You've seen Lahiru Milanta getting heaps of runs and Anil Saha as well striking form. I've liked the way Malla has come out. That's Pubudu Dasanaike, the coach of the Janakpurbolts. They are through into the playoffs, but he wanted a top 2 finish. That's still very much on for them. And at the moment, the focus is on this chase, and it's not looking great currently. Yeah, there's something on the way, Bipin Rawal says, but that'll be a wide.
He looks a bit perplexed, Sohail Tanvir. Maybe just catching that back pad, the back leg on the way. Given a wide nonetheless.
Yeah, 2 for the taking. Will they challenge the arm of the field? Oh, this could be a mix-up. He throws it at the wrong end. Tucker was halfway down and he was struggling. Very lucky for him, the ball wasn't thrown at the bowler's end. It would have been wicket number 3.
Been run out once before, not too long ago. He doesn't want to lose his wicket in this fashion, Harsh Tucker. Got to keep it together. Thought he might have had a chance with the second. I tell you, even if they would have gone for the second, he would have been struggling at that end.
Yeah, there he is. Good catch. Thank you to Dec14. For every catch you take in the crowd, you receive 25,000 Nepali rupees. And there is the man of the moment. In fact, 2 of them went on to take a catch. So, wow, double delight. Yeah, that's for the second match, Monali. There he is. Show your face, young man.
Dec14, our official ticketing partner. Tell you what, it's not very easy taking a crowd catch, especially if you've got so many people around. You got to judge the ball. You got to try and fight the people off because you want to take the catch. Exceptional.
And Monali, sometimes the ball catches the hand in the crowd as well. So that's how you can also earn 20,000 Nepali rupees, 25.
As long as it catches the head and not the head.
Catches, wins, prizes as well, not just matches. And this is why chitwanrhinos, if they get the runs on the board, they can be a very dangerous side, Monali. That's because from both sides, the bowlers will just come and bowl at you.
I think that's been really impressive about the Rhinos is it picked up a win early, then it was a loss, then a win, then it's 2 back-to-back losses. And today, when it's really mattered, they've come in exceptionally strong. And not just that, but their highlights and positives in that batting lineup. An area that they've struggled with has now finally found some form.
You made a good point, because time and again when we would talk about the Rhinos, we would talk about Bopara and his impact. We would see him as the anchor, the accumulator, the aggressor. And all of a sudden now the side looks more equipped in the batting department.
It's the end of the 4th. It's 24 for 2.
NPL Live Go, unlimited excitement.
Delightful. ये चाहिए happier home. छुट्टे सा है.
The Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium. It's a great vibe, incredible atmosphere, and the decibels keep going high as the teams put out some wonderful performances. He had a lovely outing with the bat. He's had a great showing with the ball as well in the tournament. It's captain Kushal Malla.
.72 with the bat today. He looked practically unstoppable with the bat. Smoked them all around the park. I want to try and come and pick up some wickets.
This one's in the air. Has he found the fielder? Not really. Goes over him. You have to take your chances in the power play overs. And Harsh Tucker is doing just that.
He's a young man with an intelligent head on his shoulders. It's a fairly safe shot as well. He just needed to clear that fielder on screen, and he does that really well. Picks up a boundary.
And soon after that shot, mid-off comes in and mid-on pushes back. Yeah, just makes room for himself. The bowler followed him. At the end of it, they'll get an extra run and an extra delivery as well.
Trying to give himself some room. He saw that maybe this time I'd have to go through the offside. And the bowler trying to cramp him from room. Unfortunately, he just went a bit too far.
And so many teams, Monali, will be watching this match with so much of interest and hoping the bowls put it past, because if the Rhinos go through, they can gate crash into quite a few parties, let me tell you that.
Yeah, they would definitely end the party for the Pecora Avengers and the Biratnagar Kings if they win today. The Rhinos, 4 points each to them. If Rhinos win today, they fall into the category of the 8-point seed.
Yes, at the stump, so he's a corner. Harsh Thakur has to walk back, a direct hit. The Rhinos can do no wrong in the field. That'll be referred upstairs, but the body language, very, very clear. Thakur has to take the long walk back.
Well, yes, they need runs. Yes, you want to rotate the strike, but this was never meant to be a single. Hit it straight to the fielder. He's not even in the frame. He's gone by miles. The throw coming in by Buddhi Pradhan. Third umpire, Buddhi Pradhan.
What a throw. Well, this is suicidal and Thakur will have to walk back. Problems plenty here for the Bolts. Thakur departs for 6, it's 31 for 3. What an outing the Rhinos are having. It's Super Saturday for them for sure. They got 180 with the bat and now they have the Bolts on 31 for 3 inside 5 overs. Yeah, they've executed their plans to perfection and Malla has been a completely different leader on display. More proactive, taking the mantle upon himself.
Shukun Soccer, best of 22. Coming in with 3 wickets down. It's a dot to end the 5th. The Bulls 31 for 3.
DHI.
Well, if you look at that exact graphic right there, you're going, game on. Bolts are right there, close to the Rhinos, even though they've lost 2 more wickets. The problem is, Kushal Malla went absolutely ballistic in the latter half of that first innings. And now, the Bolts are left with it all to do. Maybe a little surprised that they haven't gone with Jimmy Neesham in at number 5. It means there's 2 right-handers at the crease, and the Rhinos can just bowl their left-arm spinners away. Now every day we have a sparkling smile, fan of the match, thanks to Happy Dent. And it's a Super Saturday winner there. She is without doubt our star with that sparkling smile. Hey, and a bit of dance moves to go with it. Nice Happy Dent hamper on its way to you, madam. Slog swept, nicely played, couple of bounces and gets to the rope as I welcome Hilton Ackerman.
We come on air and the word matchups. Yeah, right-handers at the crease, so the introduction of left-arm spin. But this is a good stroke. Purposely trying to sweep it straight rather than square. They control the angle of the sweep shot through the placement of their front foot, the right-hander.
Can't beat the cover point fielder. Yeah, seems to be a lot of what we're talking about on air and off air. Has been obviously occasions it's really worked, and there's been other occasions where I just cannot see the sense in it. One thing is for certain though, allied with the run out and the wicket apiece to the 2 left armers that opened the bowling, there is no doubt that the Rhinos are right on top. It's a lovely extra cover drive. We've asked for the local batters to stand up, and it's a chance for Kansakar to do exactly that, his second boundary.
Little bit of width. That cover region is very, very congested. So to find the gap It takes a little bit of skill.
That will wrap up the power play. 8 runs come from Ranjit's first. It's 39 for 3. Would love to make it an all-round performance with a couple of wickets to his name. As he shake, he's going to be the one who'll have to anchor this chase and then allow the likes of Kansakar and maybe Jimmy Neesham in next to provide that explosive power. Kansakar wants a change of bat. He's getting that right now. Sohail Tanvir, I have no doubt, breathed a heavy sigh of relief when he held that catch. That would have been quite the package, wouldn't it, if he dropped that alongside the two other dollies he put down.
It wasn't the cleanest of grabs either.
Worked into the leg side for a single. Okay, Manali Patel is pitch side. Let's see who she's got with her.
Thank you so much, Lenny. I've actually got the owner of the Rhinos. It's Ayush Neopane. Thank you so much for joining us. What do you think of the game so far? You've really showed up today.
I'm enjoying the game. I think we've batted amazingly. This is the first time I think in this whole innings we've got the highest score out of all the innings that we played. They look good. They look good. We're just wishing the wickets fall apart as soon as we can.
This is the first edition of the Nepal Premier League. A lot of exciting things happening here. I mean, you just look at the fans. What got you into it and know that you wanted to own a team here?
Yeah, I mean, I've been a cricket fan since my childhood, you know, and when I came back from Australia, I was studying there. When I came back and then this opportunity to own a sports team and then own a cricket team especially, when the opportunity arose, I mean, I just jumped to it. That's pretty much why I got the team. It's mainly because of passion, my passion towards cricket, and just to see the boys, Nepali players, grow as much as we can.
And that's just gone for 4. Unfortunately, that's a drop catch. Now, you're fairly new at this. How did you go about with the auction? I mean, what sort of expertise did you bring in when you were picking your side?
When we got the team, we brought in our head coach, Umesh Patwal. I mean, he's a genius, a tactical genius as well, and he does really well with, he knows the players since he was the national coach for the Nepal team as well. So we brought him and our technical analyst, Mr. Rajan Shah. He's helped us a lot in the auction, as well as our assistant coach, Kalam Ali. So I've got to give credit where it's due. So it's all on those three. They've got the squad, it's quite balanced. We focus more on composition. I think we were unlucky with the lucky draws because we got, I think, 0 out of 6, but you know, we still got a balanced side. We focus more on the composition side of it.
Yeah, it's really important to have that support staff around you and the expertise. And you mentioned it's a fairly balanced side. Are there any key players that really stood out to you?
I think Sohail Tanvir was an amazing addition to the team because he's helped our young squad, especially Rizan Thakal, left-arm pacer. He was a very good addition. Ravi Bopara, his expertise that he brought to the team and our squad, that was amazing. I think those two were quite the addition that we wanted, and they've been amazingly effective.
And how about your skipper's knock today? He was outstanding.
We were just waiting for those knocks, you know. We were waiting for that knock, those 9 rings, and today he came up with it. I mean, I'm stoked. I'm stoked to see, and I hope he enjoys it as well. Hopefully, that boosts his confidence.
Neoco solar water heaters.
What's your thought on all of this and the future of it?
I mean, the fan support has been amazing. I mean, I didn't expect this to happen, and I don't think anybody did. Even NPL was not expecting this kind of feedback from fans, you know. So that has been amazing. That has been amazing, and we wish this continues. We want to see the league grow. IPL is there. We can take a lot of inspiration from IPL as well as BPL and CPL that have been going on. So there's a lot of other leagues that we can be inspired from and we can learn from.
And where do you take it from here, going into next year's edition, knowing that this is only going to continue to grow?
I'm planning a few amazing things. I mean, I'm not going to reveal everything to you right now, but yeah, we've got some amazing things planned to take our team further, international maybe, we're planning something internationally as well. So hopefully that goes well.
Are you from Chitwan?
Yes. I'm from Chitwan. That's why, I mean, when we went for the bid, we only went for one team. It was Chitwan. We didn't want any other team.
Absolutely. So you're supporting your home side. Is there anything that you want to say finally, whether to the fans who supported you or to your side?
I mean, I'm just going to say thank you to all the fans. The support has been amazing. Yeah, thank you to the fans that have come here. And today there were 7 buses that have come from Chitwan, you know. So you can see it in the crowd, the support. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, hope it continues for the next seasons as well.
Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, and best of luck in this tournament, as well as today, obviously.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for that.
Back up to you guys.
Thanks so much. Great to hear from some of the people behind the teams that have helped make this inaugural MPL such a success. Really has been. On almost every front, there's some of the VVIPs cheering the Rhinos on. Did see a misfield, and the 500th four of the tournament, whilst we're on that interview, gets us to the end of the 8th. It's 56 for 3. You're probably not going to believe me when I say this. After 8 overs in the first innings, Chitwan Rhinos were 56 for 3. The Janakpurbolts are 56 for 3. Half an appeal. You can never really get one going in your favour when the batter is that far down. The challenge, though, when you bat first, you've got no scoreboard pressure. You can just swing away merrily, particularly with wickets in hand, like Bapara and Mala did. Bowled him. He's shown his stumps to Mala, and Mala says, "I'll hit them, thank you very much." Runs and now wickets for the captain of the Rhinos.
Well, he walks a long way across and then almost looks back as if to say, what are they doing there? Yeah, that is a complete misjudgment. He's lost his stumps in more ways than one. Kansaka goes for 15. The Bolts, they're actually in a spot of bother here, 56 for 4.
Jimmy Neesham to the crease. He's shown a few flashes of brilliance, hasn't he? A big, tall Kiwi all-rounder, 34 years young. Tells me that he's still playing some of the best cricket of his career. He's going to need to. The Bolts to have any chance, I think Neesham's going to need probably 50, 60 plus, and at a quick rate too. Very capable of doing it, and he'll like this matchup, the left-arm spinner bowling to him. I wonder what his approach will be. Is he going to go after it from ball 1, or will he just take his time, maybe adjust to the conditions at first? Now, this wasn't as extreme as Lokesh Bam's leave onto the stumps, but it was another surreal dismissal.
Wasn't going to take long for Jimmy Neesham. You're right. I mean, he walks across because he just wants to nudge this away on the leg side for a single, but then almost looks back in horror as if to say, well, those stumps aren't meant to be there. They're meant to be on the offside.
It's the reaction as much as the dismissal. I don't know if you know that meme, the one online. I don't know who it is. The guy who just points his hands at things. There's a little bit of that to it, isn't there? It's that one. Do you know the one I'm talking about here, HD, where he looks at things that make no sense and he goes like that. You seen it?
You're asking the wrong person about if he's seen something on social media. Right. Okay.
Monstrous! Oh, that's a biggie! Not sure if it's held up there, we might not even be able to tell. It's Nisham or bust potentially for the Bolts at 64 for 4. Here, if Nisham's still about in 7-8 overs time, I think we will.
If he's there near the back end, they'll be very, very close because he hurt that Kookaburra. That went a long, long way back.
Now, bit of pressure on this man. Amar Singh Rotella bowled 1 over, none for 24 yesterday, including, I think it was 2 no balls and a couple of wides. Can he bounce back? It was a bit of a long hop from Mala, but as you said, he climbed into it, Nisham.
Ouch. So Nisham's top score is 40 here in this tournament, but he's striking it at 160. So if he does spend some time there, because of the nature of the way he bats, this could be fun.
One of the things about Jimmy Nisham, I didn't really know about him. Actually, the first time I met him in person at this tournament, he's a lot taller and kind of more physically built than I thought. When you see him on the television playing for New Zealand amongst other massive units, as New Zealand tend to have, he doesn't really stand out. But here in Nepal, well, he's kind of a giant amongst men, isn't he? And if he gets going, he hits a big, big ball.
The only problem is that he's got to do it consistently for a period of time here, because there's still 116 required for victory. When he was in his pomp playing for New Zealand, Jimmy Nisham, he was the finisher. He would have to come in and get 25 off 8 or something.
Gets the single. The crowd are almost just wanting a close finish, aren't they? All the close finishes we've seen over the last few days have come in the morning games. Super overs, 1-run victories, 3-run victories, 5-run victories. Are we going to get a vintage Saturday afternoon classic with a full house on a Super Saturday? The fates of 2 teams, the Chitwanrhinos and the Bracknell Kings, are lying upon it. Asif Sheikh pulls this one away and gives it away. And out comes the Ronaldo celebration. There is a bounce back from Amar Singh Rotella. Well bowled.
Picked up the only man away there on the leg side boundary. Simple catch, and yes, it's a much better start. Much better start for Rotella, not so much for the Bolts. They are now 5 down for 66, and the players are going to have a drink.
Even if there's the slightest chance of it being a no ball, he would have survived it and would have still been out there. It wasn't a no ball, and that was the end of his innings. So, well, me and Darren Goff.
Hello again.
Hello.
It's a rarity being you together, isn't it?
Well, we were a bit cut off today, weren't we?
Well, they don't want to put the best 2 looking ones on air together, so we try and mix us up. Look at the dancing there. You go, girl.
You're a Dancing with the Stars champ. You've got some serious moves.
Well, I used to.
Pensioner, you look nothing like it. Mohammed Mohsin walks out to the middle. Got a best of 56. Amar starts very well. It's a dot.
Here's a replay to the wicket. Just into the wicket. Just empties on its way to the leg side. Unfortunately for him, straight to the fielder. Number 1 on his back. Pakal. Easy catch. He's running in still when he caught it. There's an energy about the Rhinos in the field. They know they're close to victory. It's going to take some special 66 for 5.
Legends rise through greatness.
That's exactly what the Rhinos have done today. piled on the runs with the bat, and they've continued that momentum and that energy into their bowling. 5 wickets picked up. Hamid comes into the attack, and they start with a single.
I was impressed by Hamid's bowling the other night. The Rhinos are on a roll. So, and Ali's mentioned it, the energy. There he goes, Basil Hamid. His T20 career, 72 matches, 39 wickets. Economy rate's pretty good, 7.10, 7.10. 5 wicket hauls, he ain't going yet. Can he get one today?
He did bowl well in the previous game, 1 for 15 in his 4 overs. Practically held one end down for the 4 overs. Flighted and nearly chipped back.
You're right, bowled well the other day. Really impressed with his bowling. Going to take something special here from the Bolts. Really is some big striking. We've seen plenty of 6s today.
This time slapped into the offside. Singles aren't going to do it here. Required rate almost 12 runs and over now. That's the Emoda. It's a gorgeous looking car. Electric as well. Futuristic design.
Nice. I'm going electric for the first time when I get home, so got one on order. It's not quite the Emoda, but it's going to have to do for now.
Well, he's picked this one up, Jimmy Neesham, and he's put it into the crowds. Need plenty more of those. Leans into it and gets full reward.
Well, we've seen Jimmy Neesham for years and years play this sort of shot in the biggest occasions, World Cups, World Cup finals. 50 on his back. He'll need more than 50 tonight if they're going to get over the line. Now Hamid, good bowler, full of confidence, but Jimmy Neesham, strong man, just helps you on its way. Thank you very much. Maximum.
Cannot be bowling those in the slot, and he's going to help himself to another half a dozen.
You have to do. You have
Makes
to
it look easy, the big man.
Well, unfortunately, Hamid is bowling to an experienced cricketer in Jimmy Neesham, and you can't bowl the moon ball. You cannot bowl the moon ball to Jimmy Neesham because he's a big, strong man, and there he goes. Oh, go on, boy. Fetch that.
Half a shower, looked like he was going to be missing leg. It's also going to end the over with a dot. 11 gone, the Bulls 80 for 5.
Hamid bowled well the other day, couldn't get him off the square, but today they're taking him down. Jimmy Neesham, he really is.
Thick outside edge, and he's going to help himself to more runs. This is going to race away for a 4. 10 runs off the first 2 deliveries.
Wow, we're in for a treat here. We saw Kushal Malla for the Rhinos smash 72 from 41, and Jimmy Neesham, he's going with the momentum. You create your own look in this game. A great shot for 6, an edgy one for 4, but guess what? They all count. 99 for 5.
Yeah, just 1 run away from pulling up their 100, the Bolts. Bit too short, this time into the leg side. And it beats the fielder again. Jimmy Neesham. He's coming good just when they need him.
They ended up as well now for the Bolts. They looked out of it, didn't they? But these last 3-4 overs, oh, the momentum's with them. Jimmy Neesham's come to the crease and he's taking off. Here we go, another 4. Short again. Jimmy's sitting back waiting for it. Pulls it away. Another 4. And another one.
Straight past the bowler. Nearly took his hand out. And it's another boundary. Well, in hindsight, the skipper's going to wonder whether Hamid was the right choice. The first over was expensive. Gives him another one.
Well, I haven't got the chance to put the microphone down here. Jimmy Neesham is on a roll. There's no stopping it. He's got to keep going. The momentum's with him. Keep going.
The chanting. Almost 300, the strike rate. 41 off just 14 with 3 4s and 4 6s. Down the ground again. Beats the fielder again. Jimmy Neesham's making easy work of this, and this is yet another boundary.
Well, demolition, it really is. Absolute demolition. I think it's going to be a 4, but again, great striking. Great striking from Jimmy Neesham. Yeah, it's bounced inside, I think. One bounce towards the Siddhartha Bank boundary board. And there he goes, the signal from the umpire. 6-wicket partnership. It's on fire. 45 it is now, off just 20 balls. Remarkable.
Yeah, if I were you, I also wouldn't be ready to release the ball.
I don't think he wants to release it.
22 off this over so far, 1 delivery to come.
He's going for it. Let me assure you, it's not going to be a block.
Straight down the ground again. Oh, this is misfielded. They're running, scampering for 2. And I think they're going to go upstairs for this one. It was a good throw. And this would be the worst way to lose a wicket after all of this progress.
Game over, he's in. He's in. I'm confident. I'm sticking with it, I'm confident. Said Jimmy Neesham. Here we go. Oh, actually might be close, and I think, get in, get in, get in, get in.
No doubt.
Oh, he's in.
No doubt.
What am I saying get in for? I'm a Rhinos fan. Get out!
You're so
get
confused. I loved how you try to egg him into it. This is in the past, you realize.
Yeah!
The 2 words you want to see if you're a Jimmy Neesham fan, not out. And it's going to be the end of the 13th. It's 113 for 5. 4 runs in the last over, thanks to Jimmy Neesham. He's now just 3 runs away from his half-century. And he teed off really well. That one a bit sketchy, but everything else was right out of the middle.
Yeah, fasten your seatbelts material. He just fancied him, didn't he? Good bowler as well, but look at these shots. Stand still at the crease and just use his power.
Worked away. And this is a bit of finesse from Mohsin at the other end. He'll pick up another boundary, and I tell you what, the Bolts are really giving this a good chase.
Yeah, changed the momentum, haven't they? The Bolts, they've changed it. It's a word coaches use, Bapara into the attack. But yet again, just use the timing of the ball. Beautiful shot behind square. Amazing partnership, 51 of just 22 balls.
Wrong line, will get away with it, and they will pick up a single. That ball should have been put away.
The one thing about Ravi Bapara, he normally stays quite cool. This is the balls. There he goes, 50 partnership there of 23 balls. Neesham 39 of 12, and Mohsin a good partner, 12 of 11.
Oh, that's kept low. That has kept low, and that expression says it all.
How did that miss? We call them P-rollers. It was a P-roller. Wasn't it? Watch this. Ravi Vipara, a little bit of a cutter. It's a P-roller. Hit that one, Jimmy.
Oh, he's teed off again. He has teed off again. The catch has been put down. That was not a fielder. That was out of the park. And he brings up his half century in style. 53 off just 18 deliveries.
Well, take a bow, Jimmy Neesham. He's come in with his team under the pump. And Janakpurbolts, 53 from just 18 deliveries. Look at this again. He's preferring the leg side. Power hitting to the leg side. Way over the boundary.
Into the leg side. And they will settle for a single. Turning out to be a really good partnership. 59 off 26. They need 56 off 37. Where's this going?
Well, the momentum's all with the Bolts at the moment. It's 54 of just not out of just 19 balls. 5 6s and 4 4s.
Down the track. Oh dear, he's halfway down the track. Calamity. Absolute calamity, but intelligent because Mohsen has sacrificed himself. He knew that he needed Jimmy Neesham out in the middle. And this is the moment that might just change the momentum.
Well, bit of a mix-up there. These two were going so well. Yes, Neesham's the power, a bit of a leg spinner at the back of a hand. Mohsen down the track with his feet, punched it to mid-on. Good fielding from Maller on the boundary. What a throw, by the way. Confusion. The two batters confused. Mohsen sacrifices himself, and it's a big wicket, much needed. Mohamed Mohsen goes for 13. Run out Maller, and the score 126 for 6.
When Neesham is in the zone. Strikes again and finds the gap again. He stouts this over with a boundary.
This is unbelievable cricket. No, you can, no matter how many times and how many games you've watched it, how many good knocks you've seen, when someone's in the mood, like Jimmy Neesham is here, the striking ability is out of this world. Everything's been leg side. They've got to get a plan here, the Rhinos. They've lost the plot. The plans have gone out the window. They've got to calm it down.
This time it might be gone. Fielder setting under it. And it has been taken. This is the big wicket. Sohail Tanvir gets smashed for a boundary and he finally gets his man.
Yeah, it's a shame for the Bolts. That is one terrific innings. The best innings of the tournament for me. Wonderful knock. They're having a look though. That front foot of Tanvir. Oh! I think it's a no ball. Jimmy Neesham, turn around, my friend, and come back. Get the helmet back on. Gather your thoughts. You're not just going to be, you've got to free it.
Wow. Dear, oh dear, what a game this is turning out to be. The fans are having the time of their life. He's gotten a life. Sohail Tanvir. It's a no ball.
Oh, the Rhinos. Panic. I've seen them 2 days now, and all I've seen is panic. There's been some excellent cricket with the bat today. We're in the field. Shocking. All over the shop.
Surely he's got to make it count. Oh, that's a bad ball. It's a full toss, and it's going to go all the way. It might also be another no ball for height. We'll just wait on the confirmation.
Honestly, somebody's experience is Tanvir. No ball. Free hit. There's the free hit. I'll leave that to the TV umpire on this occasion. He has a better view than I've got. No matter what, it's 4 or 6.
Just want to know whether that lands flush on the boundary or not.
Well, the mascots, look at them both of them, the Rhino mascots, they're disappointed. They're both turning away from the action.
Do they not count as fielders? The Rhinos, surely.
There's not that many left, unfortunately, in the world. One old Rhino.
That looks like it's crashed into the board or into the boundary before it's hit the ground. Just a dent. For cricket is about margins, and even a single run can be a deciding factor if they want to get it right.
Oh! The maximum! He's given the 6.
Quick push into the leg side. Will he come back for the second? They've taken off. It's a direct hit. It's a direct hit. We're going to go back upstairs. There is so much action in this over.
Oh, does this commentary stint have to end? This is the best 5 overs I've ever done. It's ridiculous. Boundaries, no balls, great fielding, run-outs. Here he is, behind the stumps, Tanvir. It's gone, he's miles out. There you go, Rhinos. Something good at last. Thank you.
The only issue is it's not the danger man, it's Arniko. Arniko Yadav, who hasn't faced a delivery, is going to have to walk off.
It does indeed, but all it means now, there's going to be more shots from Jimmy Neesham. Yadav, he goes without facing a ball, and the score now is 138 for 7.
Shermala walks out. Calls for catching. This time he is caught. I don't think we're going to be checking a no ball on this occasion, but he's got to have to walk back, Jimmy Neesham.
Well, the party's suddenly come to an end. What a terrific bit of cricket from Jimmy Neesham. Take a bow. He single-handedly give his team a chance. But there you go, just hitting it on the off, hitting it on the posh side, hitting it on the leg side. Jimmy, you've been hitting it so well. And there it goes, caught backward point. The relief on the Rhinos faces in the field. He goes for 65.
Sultanveer finally gets his man in Jimmy Neesham. It's going to be Lalit Rajabanshi. He's bowled well, but now they need some runs from him.
Well, this crowd were on fire just a few balls ago. The noise was electrifying. It's quieting down a little bit, but there's a little bit of a bursting noise again. Just as I speak, the excitement levels are through the roof.
It's going to be a dot.
There's the wicket. Tambir, 40-year-old, just a couple of days ago. Back of a length, good length. Jimmy tries to go through the offside, squirts it there. To backward point. Rijam, number one on his back. The relief on every single Rhino fan and every single Rhino player. And in the dugout, the coaching staff. Huge.
Not really sure what's happening out there, but looks like Janakpurbolts just needs a few moments. Really hope he's all right.
Has he forgot his box or something, or has he? I've seen it before, you know.
It's not an issue that I typically had.
What an atmosphere we've had today, eh? Been unbelievable. This pitch, the ground staff should take a bow. The last 2 days, we thought this tournament was going to be heading for some real low-scoring games, but the last 2 days have been so exciting.
I think you were right.
I told you, it's experience, Manali. You never lose it. I'm a 54-year-old man. I understand some of the things you forget. And a box is top of the list.
I can't believe you were right about this. Well, I think he's all protected now. He's back out.
Well, it's a good job it was Tambir at 40 years old and not Tambir at 25, because he was a little bit quicker. There you go, the standings there. Janakpur already qualified, but they need this win. They want to be up there in that top two. And Chitwan need the victory, their last game, to take them to 8 points. Wow, it's exciting. Who'd have thought? The final, remember, will be played on the 21st of December here at the International Stadium. It'll be a full house.
Yeah, go to culty.com to get your tickets. Get them early. Big shout. Umpire says not out, and they're going to scamper across. It's going to be a single, a leg by. 15 overs gone. What an eventful 5 overs it's been.
Well, 40 years young, and he is doing it again and again. What a white ball cricketer he's been for Pakistan over the years. Sohail Tanvir, 12 wickets to his name. Kushal Malla back into the attack. Okay, I think Mikhail is down pitch side. It's been an incredible game. Who have you got with you, Mikhail?
Andrew, thank you very much. Absolute cinema playing out here. Let me tell you that I have the co-owner of the Janakpurbolts, Utsav Sigdel, as well. Utsav, firstly, congratulations. Meanwhile, we'll just take a look at this hit as well. Oh, there's another wicket gone, which means I'll have to send it back to Andrew. We'll come back to you, Utsav.
Well, Kushal Malla's got another. If Nisham had got them over the line, there was only one contender for the player of the match. I think it's going now to the Chitwanrhinos captain.
Kushal Malla would have been relieved at the dismissal of Jimmy Nisham, because at some stage he would have had to either bring himself back or Ranjit, and then Nisham against the left-handers, well, he could have had a field day. Instead, Rajbanji goes for naught. Malla has a wicket. The Bolts, they won away from a loss, yeah. 1-3.
As long as he was there, yeah, it's our game, but like, it's kind of tricky. This is what cricket is called about, right?
Fairly understandable, but how did this entire formation and ownership happen of Janakpurbolts? Tell us more about it.
We are mostly focusing on developing grassroots cricket over Tarai region, where we based off like Janakpur. So yeah, and we are a team of like cricket lovers, and that comes together to develop cricket in Nepal. So we are based off Nepal, migrated to US, and now came back home to do something on cricket.
Right, I've been reliably told that you've spent a lot of time around Nepal cricket. Last 10-12 years you've been working very hard around grassroots trade of Nepal as well.
Yeah, so we are following Nepali cricket from last 10-12 years. So and Nepal cricket is doing great also, right? So that motivate us to work more on Nepali cricket, and we want Nepali cricket to be on the top level. So we're ready to help like whatever we can do from our side to.
The response in season 1. What are your thoughts about Nepal Premier League and its future?
Yeah, crowd is amazing, and we know there was support for Nepali cricket always, and board is doing so great for this NPL, and I think this could bring Nepali cricket in the topmost level in few years. So I think we are ready to support board, and like Nepali cricket is doing great. So
you have a lot of support for Janakpurbolts. How did you manage to do that?
Actually, what happened is like during the tournament, some of the group of fans came to our hotel and they said like they want to create a fan club, and they created fan army. We are thankful to them, and they are supporting us from the like they are the 12th player for us.
Quite certainly, it's you're doing a great job as owner of the Janakpurbolts. The team's looking good. Congratulations on a great first season, and thank you for your time as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mikhail. You do wonder if Sohail Tanvir is going to take the winning wicket here, or oh no, we're not going to have a run out, are we? No. It was 126 for 5 when Mohammed Mohsin was run out. They put on 60 together in jig time because of Jimmy Neesham's 65 off 24. Did the Bolts panic? Could they and should they have chased down this total?
I don't think they panicked. I think the adrenaline and the crowd got everyone so pumped up that the Bolts didn't just stop for a moment and see that they needed 7 to the over after Neesham had hit Tanvir's no ball for 6. And at that point, that's when we talk about the game awareness. I'm not being critical of anyone here, because Neesham's innings was of the highest quality, of the highest order. They had no right to be in the position that they were in. And they were in that position. They needed 7 and over. Surely at that point, Jimmy Neesham says, Tanvir's my danger. Kushal Mala or Ranjit has to bowl. Duckel's gone the distance in the previous game. It's left-hander against left-hander. I can take you down.
And he took down Basil Hamid too, didn't he? 2 overs, none for 38 for the Emirati all-rounder. Emotions are high there for Neesham, and the danger, the mystery, the unorthodoxy of Sohail Tanvir was always going to make him a wicket-taking danger. And those 3 wickets that fell for 1 run, 138, 138, 139, they've killed the game.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, do you think that... Because the player will say, look, I'm just hitting it so sweet, I might as well just keep going. And you can understand that point as well.
There's a great saying in our game, take the game deep. And I know this is always captain hindsight, it's always after the event of the wicket falling. But if Neesham's there in the 20th, even if they're 9 down, I think they win the game. And it's hard to put it all on one man because he's played exceptionally well. Probably one of the knocks of the tournament, Darren Goff called it. That's a length delivery. Drop it into the gap in between backward point and cover for a single. Get the strike the next over and take down whoever bowls it. Devastation for Neesham. It's been a spectacular knock. We'll see more of him. And those who are really devastated are the Kings and the Avengers, because they are gone, barring a miracle here. Would be maybe the greatest 10th wicket partnership of all time if they get home. Never say never in Nepal, that's what I've learned here.
Yeah, maybe it's the cricket fanatic in me that just wanted it to last a little bit longer, because everyone here was enjoying the spectacle.
Some of those roars when Neesham was hitting those 6s. Spine tingling. The security guard down as we come up to our compound here said to me, I can see your arms, there's goosebumps on it. And I said, I can't help it, it's contagious, it's addictive being here at this ground. It's come off the shoulder, won't be given out, so they need 36 off 18, but at least Tanvir is done for the Bolts. Unless something remarkable happens here with the Bolts, they're going to be playing out for pride against the Gurkhas, but the Gurkhas are going to be one of 4 sides battling it out for 3 spots, presuming that Chitwan get over the line here, and then Wait till you see this place tomorrow afternoon. I know technically it'll be a work day. It'll be a sea of yellow. The Suda Prashim will look to get their hands on spot number 1 and number 2. Here's Rajan Dakal. Is there any way that these two here can pull off the miraculous, pull off something? How can they even go about thinking about doing it? 35 more needed.
Well, you spoke about taking it deep. The only problem is here is if you score a single every ball, you're going to need too many off the last over. So somehow they've got to find a boundary. Where that boundary is, if Dakal's going to bowl with pace on, maybe it's behind square.
That's the card. Nobody got in to the same form as Nisham. Look at his strike rate, nearly 300. That for me, very close to that wide line. Dakal gets away with it. The sun now is just about to creep behind those beautiful hills to our right. No, it's actually a good piece of bowling. I'm completely wrong as usual. Sun is setting, and right now for the Avengers and the Kings. Oh, not this way. No, should be okay. They might try scamper the one. No! Oh! Carnage! Pure carnage! Is it a single, or is it a run out the first time or the second? Because the bells are off, the stump has to come out. Over to you, third umpire, rather you than me again.
I'm not even going to look at it, and I'm going to say not out. Oh, no, he's well in.
My question is, do they need to look at the first one as well? Maybe not. I think the third umpire will say that this is safely home. Wouldn't have been a good way to end it. Not out the decision, the right decision. 33 to an off 13. They need a boundary here. Need to find a 4 or 6. Find legs up in the circle. May he look at a scoop or a ramp. Sharmala bowled well in this tournament. I like what he's done. Probably going to be pace off again. It's the Yorker. An emphatic way to seal a victory. That is the Rhinos, not definitely, but maybe into the final 4. One of the bails left on middle stump. Dakal is at a brilliant tournament. It's fitting that he takes the winning wicket. They're not 100% of the way there, but I think it's quite likely we'll see these Chitwanrhinos in the Fab 4.
It just keeps happening. Poor performance one day, brilliant performance the next. It's been the story of the tournament. Nice way to finish it. Rajan Dakal. So good with the new ball. He's had his struggles at the back end, but not today. He finishes it off. And that is a very good performance in all departments. Bar the little heart flutter that Jimmy Nisham gave them. The Rhinos were exceptional today.
Barring the near cardiac arrest that Jimmy Nisham gave them. That had the Bolts fans up in unison. For the Bolts, yes, they are qualified, but their fate in terms of whether it will be first or second, it'll probably now more likely be third or fourth for them. They may only get one more bite at the cherry in terms of getting to that grand finale. So much now relies upon the fate of the Suda Prashim Royals in their final 2 matches on Sunday and Monday. They played 2 of the final 3. Nice moment with Nisham greeting Sohail Tanvir there. But Kushal Malla for me, the star of the show. Nisham will think of what might have been one of his very best innings. He was pretty angry, wasn't he, when that catch was dropped off him. Maybe there's They're learning in that. Don't make him angry. Lovely to see Kushal Mala smiling. They've done all they can. I think we'll see them in the final four. But again, for them, it's probably more likely going to be in third or fourth.
With all these little upsets over the last couple of days, all of a sudden, the Royals, who were very comfortable in their hotel for the last few days, they know now they've got to win both their games, essentially, or one of them to go through. But if they don't, they get thrown in the mix of 8.
If they win one, they're through. But again, they're not confirmed as through yet. Yes, they're in a great position because of that incredible net run that they have. Oh, the drama. Spare a thought for the Pakara Avengers and the Bratnagar Kings. They've not gone out on the field, they've gone out watching from the team hotels. I know they'll both have been cheering Jimmy Neesham on, and he did everything within his power. The problem was, not one of his teammates really stood up and did it with him.
Neesham wanted someone to stick with him. He got it in the form of Mohamed Mohsen, and then the run-out. Mohsen unselfishly gave his wicket up so Neesham could continue the onslaught, but no one else could hang around, and eventually Jimmy Neesham did perish when Kushal Mala cleverly brought back Sohail Tanvir, his main bowler, and said, I need this man and I need him now.
Not for the first time in the tournament, a fine piece of captaincy by a young man. Lovely. He's just riding lots of love from Kushal Mala and signing it. I think he's a really charismatic young man. I know he's had a tough year. He's come in for all sorts of criticism online, HD. Some of it's, for me, gone a bit too far as well. I love seeing him play at his best. 3 great performers there with the bowlers. 2 apiece for the 3 left-armers, Dakal, Tanvir and Kushal Mala. Basil Hamid, look away now. Jan Nicol off the Eton must be going. What do I need to do to get back into this team? It was a helter-skelter second innings, wasn't it? It thrilled us, but ultimately the Rhinos have taken the win by 32 runs. Right from the off, there was some stylish strokes, particularly that check drive down the ground from Anil Shah, but after that ball he tamely gave it away, and Sohail Tanvir breathed a heavy sigh of relief. The big moment was the dismissal of Lahiru Malantha, who after a great start to the tournament has just lost his way a touch. Paresh Thakur hit 1 boundary, but then he was dismissed. Run out by the direct hit. Those 2 run-outs ended up being killers.
Some of the running between the wickets. Mexico is the next to go. He just lost where his stumps were. And then Asif Sheikh knocked it down deep square leg. Jimmy Neesham walked to the wicket and said, well, the only way we're going to win this is if I hit the ball out the ground. The entire innings, the entire partnership is a highlight package in itself. Mohsen made a contribution as well, let's make no bones about it. He played some delightful strokes, but Neesham, well, he fell in love with the leg side.
Listen to some of those roars in the background. This was again a moment that wasn't needed because they had the chase under control. Great awareness from Kushal Mala to throw at the right end. Agree with you. Very selfless from Mohsen to keep Neesham in, and then caught off a no ball. He didn't use that warning then to say, hold on, I'm going to make use of my life. There is a moment, only over by the barest of margins. I wonder, was that maybe close to a waist-high full toss? And then another run out. Don't think Neesham needed to get back onto strike here. Brilliant fielding from Isa Keel with the direct hit. And then the big one, as soon as Neesham fell, it was really game, set and match.
Yeah, easy from here for the Rhinos. They knew they had it won, and particularly that a young man who's been so impressive with the new ball in this tournament ends proceedings off. A good performance, a good all-round performance. Yes, Neesham played well, but I think the 2 points go to the deserved team.
Just one more special mention for the head coach. Umesh Patwell will have played a huge role, former Nepal head coach, of course, in finding a way to motivate his boys to bounce back in such remarkable fashion. They were hammered yesterday by the Kings. 51 runs didn't actually tell the story of that margin of defeat, and they've come back with a 32-run victory. Curation team, the ground staff deserve a big shout out too, because it's been a wonderful batting surface for the last 2 days. The Rhinos are celebrating like they've gone through down pitch side. I'm not sure if they know the equations. They're very, very likely, but there is a scenario where both Kathmandu and Karnali get to 8 points as well, and then it will come down to net run rate. I'm glad I'm not working out the statistician or the calculator as to how that's all going to play out.
I think the key is if you lose by a very small margin.
Yeah, spot on. That's for the Karnali fans. And first and second is still completely uncertain as well. We've got 3 cracking games yet left. Don't celebrate too early, the chitwanrhinos. You're nearly there, but you're not in yet. You have had a great group campaign. I think we will see you in the Final Four, but stranger things have happened. You just never know. Okay, don't go anywhere too far. It's a 32-run win for the Rhinos. We'll have the post-match presentation, and we'll hear from the stars of the show in a few moments' time.